What would you do if you overheard the one you love plotting to break your heart? I stood frozen behind the half-closed door of our apartment, the words slicing through me like a blade. Emily, my partner of 3 years, was on the phone, her voice sharp with a cruelty I'd never heard. If he proposes, I'll say no just to see his face collapse. It'll be hilarious. Her laughter followed, cold and unfamiliar, as my world tilted. We'd met in a rain-soaked coffee shop, where she'd spilled her latte and I'd offered my napkin. Her smile had felt like sunlight, and over time, I'd fallen for her wit, her fire, her way of making every moment brighter. I'd planned to propose on New Year's Eve, in the heart of the city square, under a sky of fireworks. The ring, a simple band with a single diamond, sat heavy in my pocket for weeks. But now, her words echoed. She'd reject me to humiliate me. Why? I replayed every moment, searching for cracks in our love, but found none. Had I been blind? I could have walked away. I could have confronted her, demanded answers. But something stubborn in me made pride. Maybe hope refused to let her words be the end. If she wanted to break me, I'd give her the stage. I'd propose publicly, as planned, and face whatever came. Not out of spite, but to prove to myself that love was worth risking everything for. The days leading up to New Year's were torture. Emily acted as if nothing had changed, her smiles as warm as ever, her touch soft against mine. Was it all a lie? I wrestled with doubt, but her laughter from that phone call haunted me. I had to know the truth, even if it destroyed me. The city square was alive that night, packed with revelers bundled against the winter chill. Streetlights glowed, and the air buzzed with anticipation for the midnight fireworks. Emily looked radiant in a red coat, her dark hair catching the light as she laughed at something a stranger said. My heart pounded as I led her to the center of the square, where a small space had cleared. The crowd seemed to fade, and it was just us. Emily. I began, my voice steady despite the storm inside. Her eyes widened as I dropped to one knee, the ring box open in my trembling hand. Gasps rippled through the crowd. You've been my everything for 3 years. Will you marry me? Time stretched. Her face froze, a mix of shock and something unreadable. The crowd held its breath, phones raised to capture the moment. I braced for her rejection, for the laughter she'd promised her friend. But instead, her eyes filled with tears. She covered her mouth, shaking her head not in refusal, but in disbelief. James, she whispered, barely audible. How could you think? She sank to her knees, level with me, her hands gripping mine. Yes, I'll marry you. The crowd erupted in cheers, but I barely heard them. Confusion drowned out my relief. I heard you, I said, low enough for only her to hear. On the phone. You said you'd reject me to humiliate me. Her face crumpled, tears spilling. Oh, James, no. She clutched my hands tighter. That was a stupid joke. I was venting to Sarah about how scared I was that you'd never propose, that I wasn't enough. I said something awful to hide how much I wanted this. I didn't mean it. The weight of her words settled over me. A joke? A defense? I searched her eyes, seeing the Emily I loved, not the stranger from the phone. You scared me, I admitted, my voice raw. I thought I'd lost you. You'll never lose me, she said, her voice breaking. I'm so sorry. I love you. The fireworks exploded above, painting the sky in gold and crimson. I pulled her into my arms, the ring still in my hand. The crowd's cheers faded as we stood, tangled in each other. I slipped the ring onto her finger, and she kissed me, her tears mixing with mine. In the days that followed, we really talked. She admitted her insecurities, how she'd feared I'd outgrow her. I confessed how her words had nearly broken me. We weren't perfect, but we were honest. Love, I learned, isn't just trust, it's choosing to trust again, even when it hurts. I'd taken the risk, bared my heart in front of a crowd, and found her waiting on the other side. Maybe that's what love is, stepping into the unknown, knowing it might shatter you, but believing it could also make you whole.